Konami has just altered the entire Yu-Gi-Oh game forever. Not only in the OCG, but in the TCG as well. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably asking yourself, why am I wearing the same shirt? Well, at the time that I am recording this video, it is currently Saturday, May 16th at almost 3:40 p.m. right now. And earlier today, I had just recorded my video for Saturday, so this video will be posted tomorrow. So that's why I'm wearing the same shirt. But don't worry, I do change my shirts every single day. Anyway, that being said, you're probably also asking yourselves, how did Konami change Yu-Gi-Oh forever? Well, it's not just with one set. It's actually with two sets. The first one actually comes to us in the OCG, known as the Original Artwork Collection. The other is actually one that was announced yesterday, and it's known as Magnificent Monsters. Now, turning our attention to the Original Artwork Collection, this will be released on September 26th this year in the OCG, and they will be excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. There will be 4 cards in every single pack with 15 packs in each box. Now, this is the official statement compliments of Yu-Gi-Oh! Japan by way of YG organization. Big shout outs to them. No copyrights as always. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Japan has wrote this as follows. So, have you ever wanted your cards to look like they were from Magic and Wizards? The special pack Yu-Gi-Oh! Original Artwork Collection is confirmed with cards whose motifs are based on cards and scenes from the original manga. This pack contains monsters who were symbolic major players in the original comic, as well as new cards based on the motifs and image of various significant scenes. But this pack also includes manga-style cards which reproduce the card design of the original comic. Also, there are cards included in Grandmaster Rare that come with serial numbers. This actually ties to Magnificent Monsters, where Konami here in the TCG has announced that the Grandmaster Rares will be available to North America, which is huge. Now, going back to the original artwork collection set, there are multiple cards that we could potentially see get printed in this set in terms of their manga art. Like theoretically, we could see cards like Dark Magician. We could see Blue Eyes White Dragon. We could see elements of Hero Neos. I mean, there's a lot of anime cards that we could potentially see in this set. But because that this is all new to us, it's hard to depict exactly when, or rather not when, but what we can expect with this set, if you will. The only thing that I will say is this: when you look at some of the different manga arts for Yu-Gi-Oh, some of which I actually have here in oversized cards, which I got from Dual Overload, if I remember correctly. So if you guys remember, about 8 or 9 years ago or something like that, I did open up too many boxes dual overload because they were pretty expensive at the time. Now they're probably 10 times more expensive than ever now. But I pulled two oversized cards, which are these right here. And the first one, you see it, tour guide from the underworld. And the other is Cyber Dragon Infinity. Two very broken cards for its time anyway. And I've actually kept them ever since. So this is basically what the manga cards look like. It's basically this. So again, there are a lot of like older like DM cards, a lot of like 5Ds, maybe Zexal. There's a lot of different cards in the game that we could see as manga cards, but again, it's still pretty early to predict. But I will say that this is going to definitely change the meta because now when you look at a card like let's say for example Dark Magician, let's just say that if Dark Magician gets a manga art in this set, that means that every other Dark Magician art in the game is going to go up in price by potentially at least 20%, which in my opinion that actually is a pretty good, which in my opinion is pretty good because of the fact that we could potentially be getting more new support for Dark Magician, even though we already got the support in Maze and Muertos, which I have yet to purchase a box. I've been wanting to for a while, but I never got the chance to. But hopefully I will soon, and I can do a box opening of it and open it up on the channel for you guys. But even though we got new support for Dark Magician in that set, there is a very high possibility that we could be getting more new cards in this set, which honestly I'm all for it. And the fact that we're getting Grandmaster rares in this set proves that there are going to be a lot of scalpers who are going to want to purchase cases among cases of this set and sell everything else to the public and keep the Grandmaster rares for themselves. Speaking of Grandmaster rares, Magnificent Monsters. This is by far one of the craziest sets that Konami has ever released, ever. Even more crazy than Chaos Origin, and we're expecting that set to get released in the TCG later on in the summer. So what is Magnificent Monsters? Well, it is nothing like Magnificent Mavens, where you get new cards. I guess in a way it is similar. The only difference between the two is that you don't get any sleeves, because with Magnificent Mavens you got sleeves for multiple archetypes, including Mayakashi, Sky Striker. I think was it Dragon Maid? I think Dragon Maid. No, oh wait, no, Dragon Maid didn't get released until like mid-COVID. I think until like mid-COVID. So I think there were quite a few different art sleeves for from Magnificent Mavens, but here's the crazy thing with Magnificent Monsters. All of the new cards that we got in Limit Over Collection, the heroes will all be in the set. And it's interesting because fellow YouTuber DZ Doug, he talked about he also talked about this set containing 2 more extended arts that Konami will keep under wraps for the moment. So at this point, we don't know what new cards we're gonna get. It could literally be anything. Literally, it could literally be anything at this point. And we also found out that this set will also use the post Chaos Origin Starlight rarity. So it's gonna be interesting to see what the Starlight rares are going to look like in Chaos Origin compared to the Starlights that we've had recently since their release, including this one from the 2025 Mega Packs. Starlight Rare number 90, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. Shoutouts, shoutouts to Bear Cave for hooking me up with this card. Definitely going to be going over there tomorrow, so if you guys are in the Northridge area and you guys want to come through Bear Cave and play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Edison, I will be there tomorrow. At the time of recording this, I will be there tomorrow, but by the time this gets posted, I will be there later on in the morning, potentially at around 11:30, because they open at noon. So definitely gonna be interesting to see what other new cards they'll have. But as far as Chaos Origin goes, it'll be interesting to see what the Starlight Rares are gonna look like compared to the ones we've had that we've had over the years. And what's cool and what's also cool is that the Grandmaster Rares, there will be 100 Grandmaster Rares in every region of the world. So there will be 100 in North America, 100 in South America, Europe, Oceania, and of course also in the OCG as well. So excuse me. So it says here Grandmaster Rares will be 100 per North and South America, and 100 for Europe, MENA, Sub-Saharan Africa, and Oceania. All 100 have only been printed in English. However, you can pull one from a pack of any language. Open your packs with care. Shoutouts to the person who shoutouts to Team Samurai X1 and the other guy who opened up a pack of Limited Over Collection, the Heroes or Rivals, and ended up cutting their Grandmaster Rare. Shoutouts to them. Couple of bots. Yeah, there are a couple of bots, if you will. We are expected to get every single card from every single new card, if you will, from the Heroes Limit Over Collection set, including Dark Magician, the Pharaoh Servant, Karibo Multiply, Dark Magical Curtain, Favorite Hero Flame Wingman, Wing Karibo Sabatiel level 10, Stardust Dragon Victim Sanctuary, Star Junk Synchron, Gaga Magician, Gaga Magic, Gaga Girl Cell Phone Subtraction, Decode Talker Integration, Cyber's Contract Witch, and of course, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, 4 Heavenly Dragons. So we are expected to get those and more in Magnificent Monsters, and we are also expected to get as well cards like SP Little Knight, IP Masquerena, WP Fancy Ball, Nightmare Eyes Restrict, Galaxy Eyes Anti-Matter Dragon, and of course Crystron Halka-Fibrax Prism. We are also expected to get Chibi Arts And and if I'm not mistaken, the Grandmaster Rares, I believe for us in North America, they are supposed to be one out of every 10 cases, if I'm not mistaken. There's been some rumors that could very maybe will be the case, um however, we have found out that each but that there will be 3 packs per mini box. So I'm assuming that it will be similar to Magnificent Mavens, where you're gonna get a whole display box and it will feature a certain amount of mini boxes, where each mini box will have a certain amount of packs. In this case, 3 packs per mini box. So I'm assuming that there will probably be 5 mini boxes in each display. So it's gonna be. I think honestly this might be a bit of a crazy idea on Konami's end, but this is definitely going to make decks like Heroes, Stardust, Utopia, pretty much every Cyber's deck imaginable, including Salad decks, and Dark Magician, even more broken than ever before. And those archetypes, those decks could very may well not only break the meta, but also change the meta as we know it. Because right now the current meta, it's everything Cool Tune. Cool Tune is one of the big decks in the format. Hecka Hands has slowly made its way into the format. Yummy is still in the format. Mitsurugi is still in the format, even though some cards got hit on the recent ban list. I have a feeling that we might be seeing some very interesting decks when these sets get released, but I do want to get your guys' opinion on this whole ordeal. Let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on this, on both sets, and what cards do you believe should get manga, should get turned into manga cards. Let me know down in the comments below, and that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more Yu-Gi-Oh topic videos in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.